Hello traders, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to official myForexFunds YouTube channel. myForexFunds is a prop firm which is looking for successful traders. It assists traders and it also gives you one cat as a gift. That's a great company, isn't that? Hello traders, I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to official myForexFunds YouTube channel. myForexFunds is a prop firm which is looking for successful traders. It assists traders and helps them grow so that we can grow with them. We have 3 different programs and you can see each of their rules on our website. You can also join our Discord community to learn more about myForexFunds and have a chance to talk to our other traders. You can see the link of our website and our Discord community in the description below. Today we have a very special guest on our channel. We will be hosting our successful trader. Nicola is our funded trader, so please everyone welcome dear Nicola.
Okay.
Hello, Nico.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
Thank you very much. I'm also fine. Thank you very much for accepting to be our guest today.
That's an honor for me. I'm very pleased to be here.
Thank you. I think that will be very inspiring for our new traders because you are a very successful trader, and I'm pretty sure that they will love to see you. So today we will talk about your trading journey, but first let's know about you a bit. So can you introduce yourself to us?
Yes, of course. Okay, so my name is Nicolo. I am 24 years old. I was born in 1997. I come from Italy, in a little city near to Turin. I don't know if you know about Turin. Basically, I got a graduation to the University of Economy in Turin. I got the bachelor degree, so the short-term degree. And after that, I decided to not continue my studies because I was already trading. I already had some success, and I realized that I couldn't make that as a career because actually the gains are pretty decent. So I was like, there's no point on studying something else if I can make this as a career. So that was my basic decision. So. About myself, there's not much to say. Like I'm a normal guy that likes to play football with my friends. I actually something that I actually do, which is pretty peculiar, is doing a kind of training with running. I run as my hobby, let's say, and I do train as if I want to do some races, which is something that might sound weird, but it's something that I started to do when I started to do trading, because I felt that the kind of discipline that you have in training actually is give you benefits in trading then, because it's pretty similar. Yeah. Being disciplined, you need to be disciplined when you trade, because if you're not disciplined, you can have like a good strategy, but I can guarantee you that you're gonna blow your account, because I already did that in the past, so I know that. And yeah, this pretty much it about me. It's something that I do, and I enjoy it because I enjoy it physically, but also it's very good for my mental health, especially when it comes to trading, because whoever knows about trading, whoever traded for a lot in their life, they know that how stressful it can be to handle the pressure of losing money. Because and when you start, maybe you start with a demo account, when you're on a demo, like losing is not too worrying. But when you start to put your real money and you see that it's a lot, it's kind of hard to handle. So you need to be strong mentally, because if you're not, you're not gonna be making any profit. This is something that I can guarantee to everyone.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, but I think I'm jealous of you because you said that you're from Italy. Exactly. So it means that you have a chance to have gelato every day.
So sorry, I didn't understand. Sorry.
So you have a chance to eat your, delicious ice cream every day.
Oh,
so I'm jealous of you. Yeah. Okay.
I understand. Yeah. One of the good thing about Italy is actually the food, but I think like it's not a good news for anyone. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of good that you do like your training, and then you can have some pizza, some gelato to fresh yourself. It's something very, very, very good to do.
Yeah, definitely jealous of you right now. So, what about your trading journey? How long have you been trading?
So pretty much I got into trading when I was like 19 years old, so pretty much 5 years ago, more or less. The reality is that because I ended up my high school journey, then I went to university, and when I started to do university, I was like, okay, I got from a friend that was trying to do trading, and said, okay, I'm gonna just try to study something, just something to try. And actually, the first 2 years in which I got passionate trading were like just a kind of a game. I was not like paying much attention because I was studying for my bachelor degree, so I was focused on the degree. And on the spare time, I was trying to trade on a demo account. And to be fair, the results were like not the best, because actually it's something very hard. So not the best. I started with studying what pretty much I think everyone starts, so support and resistance, trend lines, and all that technical analysis. But I mean, I was not having so much success with it. To be fair, I was not finding any kind of consistency in that. So I started like that, and then actually, when I was to the end of my bachelor degree, I actually came across a person that I'm gonna speak about later. This person is Stacy Burke. Is someone that actually, I mean, I can even speak it now. It's not from. This guy is someone that makes YouTube videos that are actually for free. Doesn't sell any courses, any mentorship of any kind. He just do free stuff because he's someone that makes money on this business, and I mean, he shares his knowledge, which is something very good. I feel like. So I started to. So there is a light. I started to study his approach, and he actually gave me some confidence in what I was doing, because it was not pure technical analysis, pure trend lines and support and resistance, which I recognize that some traders may actually be good with them. We may actually make money with them. The only thing that I was not pretty much confident, it was like that I find it very hard to find consistency in that kind of approach. And with that guy, that actually basically his whole idea, because he doesn't have any kind of mechanical strategy. All that he says is that every session there is a manipulation from the market maker, so you just have to be good in trying to spot those manipulations. Once you do, you can actually be consistent with it. And I started to study with him. I started to try to apply what he was teaching. I just spent hours and hours and hours to watch his videos again and again, because he made like kind of a lot. So started to try them always on a demo account. I was always on a demo account. And at some point I started to say, okay, I'm doing some decent profit. Even if they were demo, I was like, okay, I'm confident, let's go on a live account. So I decided not to start big. I just made a small live account with $1,000. Actually were euros, more or less, it's like 1,000. That was kind of money that I earned by working, because of course at the time I was studying, but I was doing some side work to get the money to pay the studies, the car, the fuel. You can imagine whatever these are your costs at the 20 years old. So those kind of things. I said, okay, let's try. And yeah, at the beginning the results were pretty decent. Actually, I remember that in like 4 months I made 8% profit. It was just insane. I was just so pumped. I was like, oh my god, I can make 8% in a couple of months, and I was very, very blessed. But then the big L of my life came, because in 1 week I managed to lose all the profit. Literally in 1 week I managed to lose 4 months worth of profits, and that loss is very hard. To be fair, it's just like it was very hard to manage it psychologically.
Yeah, it must be very stressful for you.
Yeah, it was because. It was kind of weird, because at the beginning I was like very disciplined in trading. I was like saying, okay, if I lose one trade a day, no more. I don't care. I mean, if I win a trade, I may take another one if I have the setup. If I don't have it, and if I lose one trade, I turn off the computer. I don't care. One loss is one, it's two. And I remember the first when that happened in that week. I remember one day I lost 5 trades in a row. I was like, this is so stupid. What are you doing? You have the one losing trade rule, and you violate yourself. It's just so dumb. Then I said, okay, next time I'm not gonna trade. The following day, I came up to the screen. I lost like 15 trades. Not joking. I was like, after that, I literally remember that I turned off the computer. I mean, to be fair, I didn't lose actually any money, because it was profits that I made by trying to do that. But it was actually hard to think like, okay, I worked for a month. I feel like I have made progress, and then in 2 days, wipe out everything. It was hard. It was very hard. And at that point, actually, I stopped trading for a while, because I was like, no, because at that point I felt like that all the profits I made were pure luck, because I was like, if I can lose that in 2 days, I've been lucky for a month. This is something that you have to think that, because if not, you don't explain what's happening. And I stopped for a while. I actually tried to recreate confidence in what I was doing, and I actually changed the way I was training, because what I was doing was basically day trading by trying to spot any kind of manipulation that market maker can do. But at that point, I felt like, damn, this is it's too stressful. I cannot handle this. Really, I was like, I cannot do that for my life. It's too much. So I decided to step back and see what can I do to actually make things a little bit easier mentally. I was like, well, this thing is just study the macroeconomics, just study what's happening in the world right now, everything that could getting you some insights on what could happen in the next like 2 to 4 weeks. And that's what I've been doing. Study macroeconomics, read the newspaper, read the news, stay in very different Telegram groups, Facebook groups, so whatever you can do to gather information from other people that actually analyze the macroeconomic situation. And that's where I came to the approach that I'm actually using right now, which basically is like, okay, I study what's happening in the world, and I try to generate a bias of what to me is gonna happen in 2 to 4 weeks or 6 weeks, so like 1 month or so, and then I'm gonna trade accordingly. Like that's actually has became the basement of what I feel like my trading strategy. Just do the analysis on the macroeconomics, the fundamentals, and then only then I am able to look at the chart. So when I look at the chart, I already know what I want to do. It's not like the charts tell me if I want to buy or if I want to sell. No, I just have to generate the idea if I want to buy. Okay, I study macroeconomics, the macro tells me, okay, you want to buy. Then I go to the chart, okay, where can I buy? I don't know if I explain myself, but this is kind of the approach that I've been using and I found consistently with. And now I made actually quick this speech, but it took actually 2 years to generate this kind of confidence, this approach. And I've been training that account, so basically I stopped about 6 or 7 months to trade that account. And I went back, and at that point I actually discovered the prop trade trading. That actually was a game changing in my life, and I feel like it's been game changing for a lot of people, because as I said, I was trading a 1,000 account. Now with my first fund, I'm trading 600,000. There is a little bit of a difference between the two, you know. You can do the same thing but obtain 600 times the profits, which is huge. It's crazy. It's something that at the beginning I thought it was a scam, to be fair. I don't want to lie, it was too good to be true. But then I tried, and I realized it was too good to be true, but it was true. So I was like, okay, it's not too bad to do something like that.
Yeah, it seems that you have put much effort on learning trading.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and the losses make you decide to change your approach, maybe, right?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is that this is something that, because let's say that on a side, because I am a manual trader, but what I always wanted to do is automate this trader, algo trading. And I'm still studying that with actually a friend of mine. We're trying to develop something about that. That is still something I can do. By doing all the analysis on the back-tested data, what you realize is that usually markets change very often. So maybe you do something that actually makes you be wrong, but for some reason it works, let's say 2 to 3 months, and maybe you do that for 3 months, you're like, oh my god, it's great, but then you realize, no, it's not going to work again. And that's when you have to realize that your objective, if you want to be a manual trader, is to try an approach that could handle every kind of market situation.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
Everyone can make YouTube videos telling you that this can be an edge, this can be an edge, this can trade. But the reality is that what I feel like is that candlestick don't tell you what the market is going to do. They are good to summarize what happened in the past, but they don't have any kind of. They could give you an insight where you might want to enter, but they cannot tell you what's going to happen in the market. They're just like lines on a chart. So I felt like the only edge I could have is just understand what's happening in the world. So all I've been doing was focusing on the US economy, studying dollars, what's the dollars, and then apply that to the certain assets. But yeah, losses help you. Because once you lose, you realize that what you were doing is actually something that may not lead you to like a winning.
Yeah. And you said that it has been 5 years since you started trading. So I assume that trading is your full-time job right now. Is it correct?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much I only do that because it said, actually, to be fair, when I ended up with my bachelor's degree, I started to do, I don't know how to translate that in English, because in Italian it's said magistrale, but I don't know how to say that in English. But basically the bachelor degree is like the 3 years degree, then you can have another 2 to get like a better degree. I don't know how to translate that part. I started to do that, actually was quantitative finance and insurance. I was enjoying that, but at some point I was like, I'm literally spending 8 hours a day studying those kind of things, while I have something that I'm starting to see the results, starting to see some good results. So actually I was like, what's the point in continuing to grind on this path of the university while I have something else that actually is starting to working, that I have been focusing for, it was already 4 years that I was studying on. So I was like, it makes sense to continue on this road because it's giving me already some numbers, some success, and I like it because I like what actually trading can do. It's like pretty much freedom. You can do it whenever you want, however you want, wherever you want, and it's scalable. This is something very important because the majority of activities that any human being can do are hard to scale up. Something that trading is actually, you can do that, especially with proprietary trading. Is something that I learned. You can have a scaling up process that is way faster than the one you could have with your own personal one.
So basically you are doing the job that you love. That's amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
amazing.
Exactly. It's very blessing. Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. So what about your journey in MFF in myForexFunds? What or who brought you here?
So to be fair, I just came by chance to my first one. I wanna to be completely honest, because when I wanted to start with proprietary trading, I mean, of course, I looked on some reviews and Telegram groups and stuff, but I came up with different names because people were saying, oh, this prop is good, this other prop is good, and I was like, okay, myForexFunds actually, I was kind of liking the 2-step evaluation that you offer. Actually, you offer also 2 other kind of programs, but I prefer the 2-step evaluation because if you actually can succeed, you have a funding account that gives you a higher profit rate, and I was interested in that. To be fair, actually, I tried it by chance because I was advised this prop and other kind of props, but I started with myForexFunds. I started the challenge, it was June of last year, so last summer. Not 1 year, but 10 months ago, I started to the challenge, my very first challenge. And then at the end of July, so let's say the first days of August, I got my funded account and I started to trade the funded account, and it was a 200k challenge. And basically everything went smoothly. It was still the days when you have the 10 minimum trading days, so that's why it took so long. And now you have only 5, so you can get the account quite quicker. But everything was fine. I just passed my challenge. I got the phase 1 bonus. That was actually a very cool feature that you have. Once I was on the funding account, I traded as normally. I ended up the month with kind of a decent profit, and at that point I was like, am I gonna really get paid? Is this really a thing? And I got paid pretty quickly. So I was blessed at that point because you can understand that here in Italy, like the average salary is like $1,400 a month, and I got literally 10 times that amount in 1 month. I was like, this is crazy. It's really crazy. So I was very happy, of course. And then I continued to trade that account. And after I gained some profit, I stored the profits. I actually decided to buy more accounts because I was like, it's worth it. I'm trading with 100k. It's worth trying to get 600k because there is something I can do with my friends. And I never had any issues. Like I've been always training very well. Like support has been amazing. Actually, shout out to Yavuz, who's watching one of your mates. I always talk with him. He's been amazing with me with support. He always assist me. Also, corner has been amazing with me. Everything was smooth. Payouts always on time, and then also when you switch to Let's Deal, that was actually a game changer because Let's Deal is so useful. When you get one that you can use like a prepaid card
Yeah, thank you. So I will ask the question that everyone wonders. So how many payouts have you received from us so far?
Okay, actually this is a hard question because I lost count. It's like I feel like, I don't know, maybe 50. I don't know.
You have lost 15 accounts?
No, 15 payouts or accounts.
15 payouts,
No.
okay.
Yeah, payouts, because as I said, my first one was at the beginning of September, but they started with in August. So I don't know for sure, but it's like 15, something like that. Because then from then it became bi-weekly. So yeah, something like that.
Yeah, many payouts you have received from us then. So
yeah, a lot.
Yeah, a lot. So what about the biggest payout you got from us?
Yeah, actually, the biggest payout has been the last one, because when I started to have like 600K to trade, so because the last addition in terms of accounts is the most recent one, and it was 29,000, which was pretty crazy.
That is huge.
Yeah, it's very, very high. I was very, very proud, very happy at last. So, yeah, it was the last one. Very, very big one.
So have you ever missed any payouts?
No, absolutely.
No?
No, there was only no. Well, actually, there was sometimes I do not request the payout, but just because maybe I mean, in the way I do trade, I actually take on average like 4 or 5 trade amounts. So since the payouts is weekly, for example, now I should have my next payout on Monday, but for the last 2 weeks I did not take any trade on my account because I did not have any setup. So I was like, I mean, there's no point to trade if you don't know what to do. So probably on Monday I'm gonna miss a payout, but just because my balance is still 200K on every account, because I withdraw the profits and I never traded again. So, but anyway, I did not have any issue on the payouts. So I looked at the payout a couple of days later, I had my idea of what always great.
So we can say that you are both a successful trader and also a consistent trader, which is very important. So what do you think? What makes a trader successful?
Well, actually, there are 2 factors. Something that, because if you look on YouTube, many people that actually do try to teach trading, they always say, oh, the strategy is not important. The most important thing is risk management. I mean, risk management, of course, is important, but there is this illusion that every strategy works, which is not true. And it is something that I can say that because I have been algo trading back testing the strategy. Everything I found that most of the strategy that is on YouTube, like AMACD with the EMA or crossover, RSI, all those stuff, if it's not properly set up with some statistical logic behind, is worthless. It's junk because it's not going to make profit. So the first thing is just find an edge, and this is the hardest thing because as I told you before, I started to create my kind of persistence by studying this person. This is Stace Burke. He's someone that I fell out to him because literally he opened my mind on kind of some concepts. But yeah, I took something from him, but I don't trade what he's doing because he's making profits, it's all good and stuff. But I tried to trade what he was doing, and I got in that situation that I told you that I lost like 20 trades in a couple of days where I was like mentally destroyed. So try to find an edge, you have to study. Look at the charts, try to find something, study the macroeconomicals, try the correlations, to do the work. Here, nobody is going to teach you anything because I've spent hundreds of hours on watching YouTube or going and doing every single stuff I tried was not right. So first thing is to study for sure. The second thing is actually your mentality, because trading is not easy, even though actually a very good quote I've heard is that trading is the hardest way to make easy money, because the money you make, actually, if you think about that, you didn't have to physically work. It's not like you work like 20 hours under the sun and to make the money, but it's hard to get to this point. And the thing is that start with the idea that trading is not easy. It's the hardest thing you're going to do in your life, and understand that you have to do this as a professional. There are many people that they see, oh, I want to do trading as a hobby to make some extra income. I don't think they will ever make it, because if you do it as a hobby, you're gonna fail. Because this is something that I don't say statistics to say that 90+% of people lose money. There is a reason behind that. It's because it's not something that is actually easy. You have to fully commit and understand that you're gonna lose money, and you have to accept it. It's something that is part of the game. So I'm pretty sure that everyone is waiting to see a successful trader's dashboard. So of course, we will talk more about your trading style and the instruments you trade. So shall we have a quick look at your dashboard where we can talk about your strategy more? Yeah, sure. I just want to share the screen in a second. Tell me if you see it. Oh, it's working. Let me tell me.
By the way, all of your accounts are evaluation accounts, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think the valuation ones, are the best just because if you know what you're doing, you're just gonna get rewarded better. Actually, the direct funding accounts, I don't know if it's called Rapido, that's the rate that I don't even remember. But yeah, they're good because you can get the capital quickly.
Yeah.
But in my honest opinion, if you know what you're doing, if you're confident that you're gonna be able to make profit on the market, just go with the valuation, because what you get is something that you can get up to 85% profit split, which is pretty much, it's very, very good. So I that's my advice to them.
Yeah.
Tell me please when you see the screen. I don't know if it's working.
Yeah, that's pretty good right now.
Okay, so you see my dashboard. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, what to say now? As you can see, my balance is still 200,000 because I said in the last 2 weeks I did not take in trade too much, so I was.
So you got payout, and then you stopped.
Yeah,
trading.
exactly. I got to my last payout, and then I did not had any particular setup. Actually, I was about to take a trade a couple of days ago, but I was not too confident on it, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna trade. It's better to stay out. Actually, this one that you're seeing is one of my most recent accounts. Actually, because my other account is still from the old dashboard, so it's not even on this one.
Still?
It was one, yeah, because it was the one made in August, so it's not even on this dashboard here. This one is one of the newest. I just want to see if I can show the trade. I think it's working. Okay.
We can see the instruments you trade here.
Okay, actually. I don't think there are all the load more. Okay, probably there are not all the trades. Okay, load more. Okay, okay, there we go. Actually, basically, if you can see, I don't take too many trades in the account. Actually, you can see that there are a lot of small trades, but those actually, they didn't impact the account, of course. I actually had, as you can see, only 3 big trades, pretty much, on this account, because I said I only take a couple of setup a month. As you can see, every trade has been taking on a URUSD, because what I told you already, basically, I try to study the US economy, and actually in the recent period I switched a little bit to URUSD because of what's happening in Europe with unfortunately with the war that we are having between Ukraine and Russia. Because that's of course a horrible situation. I don't want to talk about it. We all know what's happening. But this gave me a lot of insights of what can happen economically in trading, because my idea was okay, since the war started, I was well, just think about that. The war is happening between 2 European countries. One of the countries, Russia, that is the one that sells gas to the European countries, which is something that can make me safely say that the euro is going to actually be punished, be suffering from this war. It's something that's happening. I mean, here in Italy, experienced that after the war started, the price of gas went up skyrocketed, because Italy actually have a very high dependence from Russia to the gas supply, right? And on the other hand, I was okay, we have the US economies that actually have been kind of touched with the war, but not too much, because the war is touching the US, is in Europe, and the US is less dependent to Russia in terms of the supply of gas compared to the European countries, which basically made me think, okay, basically I'm expecting the EUR/USD to generally going down, which you might see that I don't always trade it short. I have a trade which was a buy here. I remember this trade. Actually, I had this trade which it's kind of weird, because I told you that I have my bias that tells me what to do, but in this kind of situation, it was actually after news. It happened 2 months ago, so I don't remember exactly the news that happened. Because I forgot to say something. I create my bias based on the macroeconomicals, but then I trade the day after any kind of red folder news. Red folder news are the ones that actually move the market. When they happen, that it's usually 14 and 30 at my time, which is should be 8:30 in New York time. I'm not sure about that. When they happen, actually what's happening is that the market moves rapidly, and a lot of times I do find some inconsistency in the moving of the price and in the, let's say, the significant, in the meaning of the news. So like sometimes I say I see the price of asset going down, but then I'm analyzing the news. I'm like, wait, this kind of news actually doesn't suggest me that an asset should be dropping, because it's not like giving me a reason to think that people should sell that. And so I might think, okay, maybe this is kind of manipulation used by someone that uses the news to put a lot of orders to trap traders, maybe stop handling those that are long, and then to get to a point where they're going to revert. And this is something that I actually was actually the kind of mental process I had in this occasion. I saw a news and was like, why the hell price is dropping so much with this news? There's no point. So then I bought, and was actually was a good trade in this case. But yeah, this was kind of my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And the other trades I sold, because it was like aligned to the initial bias, that it was like USD should be dropping because of the reason I told you like before. This is something that I've been reasoning with the war. Prior of the war, I was pretty much studying of the midterm, and I was not trading too much URUSD, because as I said, I switched to URUSD because I had a bigger number of macroeconomic reasons to decide what to do. Prior to that, I was like trading mainly gold, maybe Nasdaq sometimes, Dow Jones pretty much. I was trading those kind of assets. And I actually was also trading the URUSD and GBPUSD, but a little bit less, because I was more focused on the US economy only. So I was trading too much gold, which is highly correlated, and of course the US indexes are extremely correlated to the dollar. And it's kind of good.
So do you apply the same strategy on each of your accounts, or do you test different strategies?
No, I actually applied the same exact strategy, because as I said, the way that I set up my trading system is like that it gives me a very, very low number of trades at the moment. This is something. And I actually don't. Yeah, also I wanted to say something about this. Is that my trades are not crazy in a reward to risk ratio, because I see a lot of people that say, oh, in order to success you have to do like 1 to 10 reward to risk, and I feel like it's not true, because in order to do a 1 to 10 reward to risk ratio consistently, you need to hack like the algo that moves the markets, which is kind of impossible. If you can do that, it's just admin, but I don't think it's something that's kind of possible. So yeah, all my reward to risk are 1.5 to 2, like 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2, nothing crazy, because as I said, I try to understand where is going to be the direction, but I cannot manage to handle what's happened during the daily volatility, because this is something that there is no way, in my opinion, to try to predict consistently. You can predict it sometimes, but consistently, it's kind of another story. But yeah, I used the same logic between all the accounts. I maybe took some different trades, because sometimes I was like thinking it was a trade, but I was not confident in basically exposing 600,000, so I was taking only on one account. But generally, yeah, I took the same kind of ideology behind all the accounts.
So can you show us your last payout?
Sure. Wait a sec. How can I do that? I can do it with the email, maybe. I can do it with the email.
We can check your trading days if you want. We can see there.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't know that. Okay.
No, that's okay.
Where is it? Probably at the bottom. So I don't know.
So you got a payout there? I guess. No.
Or maybe on the notification, probably. Maybe here. Oh yeah, you can see it here. Okay.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Probably the last one is not even here. Don't know why. No, because this one I remember was the first one on this account, the 6,600. Yeah, there should be another one that was like 9 on this account. Maybe it's more like 12,000. The other one. But if you want, I can show you the email that I got.
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there is not gonna be so much info on the email. Like this is the insurance, all the stuff. Okay, it should be here. Where is it? Okay. Okay. So see, here is the 29,000 I withdraw from left deal. Then I got this email. Oh, this is the beautiful. It's always good to.
Yeah.
It's always a happy days when you receive it. Yeah, it's the one, like the 29,000 generated on the 3 accounts. So you see the profits are pretty much the same because I trade the same kind of strategy. Yeah, this is the last one, and actually the biggest one.
So right now you have 3 funded accounts?
Exactly, yes. Exactly.
So how long have you been trading with this account? I mean, the one you have showed in your dashboard.
This one is 2 months, more or less. Yeah, because actually, to be fair, I've been kind of stupid to not purchase any more accounts already. I should have done before already because I would scale the accounts a little bit earlier.
So have you ever had any suspended accounts in myForexFunds?
Yeah, actually once it happened. Yeah, it happened because I had actually it's something related to what I was talking before. It's actually about the psychologically, the mentality. I was actually because I had this basically I had that account that I got in August. I got another one that I violated later. I basically violated David Jordan. I was like there. Luckily enough, I did not take the same step for all the accounts. I only took those there. And yeah, I violated David Jordan. I was even in profit, so it was unfortunate for me. But I violated, so no excuses. It was very stupid from me. But yeah, you learn from your mistakes. It's something that
definitely. That's the important thing. Actually, you learn from your mistakes, so you don't give up. And you try to figure out your own strategy and you test it, and you can be a consistent trader like you.
Exactly.
So you're with us for a very long time, and there are many new traders actually who are really hesitant about funding programs. So what would you tell them about myForexFunds from your own experience?
Well, the thing is that I am in many Telegram groups where prop firms are reviewed. And there are a lot of names that you might know that every single day a new prop comes out and stuff. And there are always people that say, "Oh, what about this new prop? Have you ever traded?" Like, what's the point of finding some new prop that you know is a scam? So there is a prop that's been here for a lot of time that has been sending a 6 digits payout today. So I remember that it was a 6 digits payout. I was in the Discord group. And there are a lot of people that consistently get a 5-digit payout. They show you the proof that every month they are happy and stuff. So there's no point on trying to go with those wannabe props. You have a prop that's actually reliable, that is gonna, if you don't cheat with arbitrage or delay and stuff, all those kind of things. Don't cheat, you're gonna get paid. So it's a no-brainer for me to choose a prop like myForexFunds. The program is good. Actually, the evaluation itself is actually one of the easiest on the market because you have the 80% target on phase 1 with 12% drawdown, while the standard in the industry is 10% target and 10% drawdown. So it's a little bit easier to do, so you have a little bit more drawdown to handle with and stuff. And it's all automated. Like when I got my last 2 accounts, it was crazy because I already had the deal contract with the myForexFund and also the normal contract with myForexFund. So as soon as I passed phase 2 with this proper account, this very account, 1 second later I had my funded account that was already able to trade it, which is something that nobody else offers. Sometimes you even have to wait weeks for a funded account. And then you have all automated. When you want to have the payout, you just click this little button here that you have on the dashboard. You click it, so you're going to get dates, you're going to have the money on Let's Deal, which is the support is amazing. You just go on Discord. You have or of course on the website you have results. My advice is just go for that. The only thing that I would want to say is that don't rush the evaluation, because many people are actually new in the industry and they see prop trading as a shortcut. They say, "Oh wow, I'm gonna buy a 200k account. I'm gonna have a 200,000 account in a couple of weeks." But I mean, it's not easy to get that, and it's not easy to handle that. So just take your time and understand that if you're not profitable even on demo, there's no point in trying to go with a prop. You're gonna fail. If you fail on demo, you're gonna fail on prop. So just take your time and try to do the work. And when you are feeling ready, try to do the support. So it's gonna change your life. Like when I had my account, as I told you, that I made that 8% profit. It was $800. That 8% profit. Now here I made what is like a total on this account 10%, about 20,000.
Yeah.
It's gonna change your trading life for good.
Thank you very much for these kind remarks, and also thank you very much for today. It was really great to talk to you, and thank you for accepting to be our guest today. So do you have any final remarks?
Well, actually, I thank you, myForexFund, for being a great company, because, as I said, I chose myForexFund for chance, and I got lucky to find probably what the best prop that actually in the industry. I was very lucky about that, because it was a blind shot. But anything, thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure to be here, and I hope that many other traders, by seeing this, get an inspiration to try to better and actually change your game, because this is something that can change your game, because handling such accounts that figure to change your game.
I'm pretty sure that this video will inspire lots of new traders, because you have talked about your whole journey. You have talked about your losses, your profits, and also you shared some strategies you tried. I'm pretty sure that you're a very good example, because you said that you lost some accounts, you lost some, profits you made, but still you didn't give up. And here we can see a good example. You are a very consistent one. And yeah, thank you very much again for being here today.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Bye.
Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Also, let us know in the comments below if there is any question that you want to be asked in the next videos. So see you soon. Bye for now.